Okay. About a week ago, I came back from Dallas and started to see a huge amount of growth in my garden in about 3 days. This has grown, let's just put it this way. A couple weeks ago, it was about right here. And it's really, really growing. So I should be expecting some tomatoes out of that pretty soon. But about the beginning of the month, I put a new organic fertilizer in. I watered it. It's been growing. Everything's been growing a little bit. But my goodness, I'm seeing tremendous growth. Now, this is my blackberry bush. See how tall it's gotten? And all of this new growth down here, even in the last week. So what really surprised me were my, look at this, was this plant, my cucumbers. It really hasn't grown much in the last week, so I'll probably go ahead and pick it. But then I look outside the window. There's only one cucumber out here last week. And look at this monster thing growing. So yeah, I'm going to totally pick this. And I see that the plant growth on this plant has slowed down because it's accommodating 2 huge cucumbers. I noticed that. I said, why? Why is that one so much smaller? This one is growing big and wild. Doesn't have any cucumbers, but it has tons of flowers and leaves and everything. Even this plant is growing more. It's crazy. So everything is growing a lot more. This is just, gosh, grown into a bush. I'm going to have to call Miss Sharon Hill out so she can come and get some of this. She's a master chef in her own right. Gosh, everything's grown so much. I'll just say a little bit about my tomato plants. They were yellow. I thought they weren't going to make it. I was about to ditch them, actually. And so I'm seeing all this fullness growing. I mean, this tomato plant was only one stem up. And in the last few weeks, another stem and a whole bunch of other stuff is growing from it. It's beautiful. They're tall. My zucchini was about this, maybe this high off the ground. Sorry, this high off of the dirt. And now it looks like it has these huge Jurassic leaves growing out of it. I'm like, what is this stuff that I put in it? But it is an organic fertilizer. Look at the beautiful flowers that are growing. Which means, whoa, wait a minute. Not just flowers. Here is a zucchini growing. Right there. Wow. Wow. That is amazing. I just see one. So I have a zucchini growing. The plant smells amazing, by the way. And here is the, here is our watermelon. Again, the watermelon was the shortest one here. And it wasn't any taller than that for the longest, maybe right up to here. And all of a sudden, in a few weeks, it's growing crazy. So I see a few flies and different things on the plant, on these plants. I don't know if they're the type that destroy anything or if they're just hanging out because it just rained. But I have an organic, all-natural, these are pepper plants and stuff, and waiting for some waiting for some purple bell peppers to grow in this one. But it looks great. I need to look at what I'm doing. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, I'm really totally amazed at the growth that's happened in the last couple of weeks. But what really blew me away was the growth that happened in 3 days. Now, mind you, like I said, at the beginning of the month, I fertilized this stuff. And it was growing throughout the month. But it wasn't until last weekend that I saw phenomenal growth. I mean, just amazing growth in 3 days. From the time that I left to the time that I came back home, it just popped up. But yeah, I'm surprised. And I have these cucumbers. So I got a couple to pick. They're kind of, I mean, this one literally just kind of, that, I looked out the window this morning and was like, what is that thing? Did not anticipate that. But everything's growing, even that purple plant over there, which was like looking half dead. It's all growing. And I did have, last week, I had about 4 blueberries on this bush. I have blackberries that are growing now. And, well, I had more than 4 blueberries, but they're not here anymore, so I don't know what happened. Maybe a squirrel or something took it. But there were 4 that were actually ripe. And there was 1 that was semi-ripe on here. And I see a leaf sticking out of my baby girl's mouth. Yep, you guessed it, she took it. I was like, girl, I didn't get a chance to wash it. But anyway, I'm amazed. This is awesome. See you guys later.